Alright everyone, today we're about to embark on perhaps the wildest, most unhinged, and deeply hilarious journey that SML has ever taken us on. SML-movie, Brooklynguy gets blackmailed. If you thought you were ready, think again. Let's dive straight into this absurd masterpiece with no breaks and even less dignity. Our saga begins with Brooklynguy's mom announcing she's off to the grocery store. Now Brooklyngui, in the most I've given up on life tone, requests beer, stool softener, and Paw Patrol mac and cheese. Priorities, solid. Already we know we're dealing with a man who's balancing alcoholism, digestive problems, and a passion for cartoon-shaped pasta, a true modern hero. As soon as his mom leaves, Brooklynguy's real plan kicks in, alone time with his questionable hobbies. He digs out tissues, lotion, and a laptop. Sounds standard. Until he brings out a furry tail plug and a dog mask. That's right. We're not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. Welcome to the deep, dark corners of the internet. In a scene that's both horrifying and hilarious, Brooklyngui wrestles with the furry gear, tries to embrace a persona called Strong Jackal Corny Fur. Truly the least intimidating furry name imaginable, and immediately regrets every life choice that led him there. Now here's where things get spicy. He thinks he's alone, but he's not. Bam! Mystery text flood in. Someone saw everything through his webcam, and they recorded it. Everything. The tail plug, the barking, the weird furry name. Congratulations, Brooklyngui, you just speed ran your way into a blackmail plot. Quick break! If you're enjoying this deep dive into absolute madness, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe for more ridiculous SML analyses, and comment your weirdest secret fear. Alright, let's jump back in. The mysterious blackmailer instructs him to retrieve a package from his doorstep. Brooklyngui, hoping it's a Home Alone Lego set, because apparently he's 9 years old at heart, instead gets a bomb, not a confetti bomb, a real, honest-to-God bomb. Next step, drive it to a gas station full of kids. Fantastic. He delivers the package, the gas station explodes, and Brooklyngui has officially committed domestic terrorism. All to hide his furry secret. Let's just all take a moment to let that sink in. But it doesn't stop there. Oh no. Next, the blackmailer demands Brooklyngui rob a bank. He gears up, hoodie gun, and AirPods because you have to listen to a pump-up playlist when committing felonies. He storms into the bank, fumbles the robbery, and shoots an officer he knows Simmons in the arm. Friendly fire? Anyone? Money in hand well until the die pack explodes in his face. Brooklyngui is then instructed to deliver the stained cash to a dolphin, because why not? If you're gonna commit crime, involve aquatic mammals. Then comes the ultimate betrayal. It was his brother Jonathan all along. Jonathan, desperate for Karen's love, orchestrated everything. The webcam hack, the blackmail, the bomb, the bank robbery. All because he thought that with Brooklyngui in prison, he could swoop in and steal Karen. And yet, plot twist. Brooklyngui doesn't immediately murder Jonathan. He just kicks him out, tail plug and all. Character breakdowns? Absolutely. Brooklyngui, a man who desperately wanted privacy, dignity, and maybe a Lego set, but ended up a fugitive from justice. Tragic and hilarious. Jonathan, the human embodiment of no thoughts, just chaos. A sad, weird little man driven by misplaced love. Karen, unbothered, moisturized, living her best life, completely unaware her husband committed 2 felonies today. Simmons, the loyal friend who got shot for showing up at the wrong time. R.I.P. Simmons' arm. Social commentary? You bet. This episode is a brutal satire on the extremes people will go to protect their pride and secrets. It mocks our generation's obsession with internet privacy, the absurdity of blackmail threats, and how quickly minor embarrassments can spiral into full-blown crime sprees. It also skewers the fragility of masculinity. Brooklyngui is so terrified of being outed as a furry, even though he decided he wasn't into it, that he blows up a gas station full of children. Talk about overcompensating. In a broader sense, it's a commentary on how minor shames are given immense, unwarranted power in society. Being caught in a furry outfit? Embarrassing? Sure. Worth robbing a bank over? Maybe not. But in the fear of being judged, people often make catastrophically worse decisions. By the end, Brooklynguy's only escape is bribing Simmons to fake his death, changing his identity, and pretending none of it happened. America, land of second chances even if you blew up a Shell station. Thanks for hanging out during this wild breakdown of SML-movie. Brooklynguy gets blackmailed. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe for more insane SML deep dives, and let me know what's the dumbest thing you'd do to hide a personal secret. I promise no judgment, probably.